Welcome to a little corner of consciousness, where we embark on this journey of consciousness expansion together, one coherent step at a time. On a little corner of consciousness, we explore coherence, expansion, and frequency as we move deeper into our wholeness together. I'm your host, Stephanie Ablett. Welcome to the show. Hello, lovely listeners. My loves. Welcome back to another episode of A Little Corner of Consciousness. I'm your host, Stephanie Ablett. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for listening. This week, I would like to share my favorite meditation practice. It is something that I do all the time, but something that I do to expand myself every once in a while. And the effects are always massive, and they shift me every time. And so my favorite meditation practice is to go into the quantum field and expand myself as consciousness as far and wide as I possibly can, and to continue going and going and going. If you can do this practice, you will find that you come upon information in the field. You will find that you are guided to something new, something that will shift your perception, something that will change your energy, something that will give you a new experience that your body, your mind, your energy, your consciousness will integrate and begin to embody. And this will unfold for everyone in different ways, depending on how you perceive, depending on how your inner vision is, depending on the way in which you are perceiving it. There's so many different variables, but I believe that the results will be resounding for all. The results will be profound for all if you really focus, bring all of your awareness into the experience and go for it. So, as I shared in another podcast, this experience is what brought me the blueprint for the book that I wrote. I was expanding myself in the field as far and wide as I could. I just kept going and going and going, stretching myself, feeling the edges of myself begin to dissolve. And I don't even mean like I've gone so far beyond the body that I feel the edges of my conscious awareness beginning to dissolve, like I'm losing all sense of this separation, really, this independence in consciousness. And you begin to just be this single point of awareness that just keeps stretching in all directions. And you can, with this finely tuned awareness, directional awareness, you can perceive that you are stretching in all directions, yet your single point of focus is in one direction. When you do that, that might make sense. When you do the practice, that might make more sense. And so you are stretching yourself and you keep going and going and going and going for as long as you can. And keep pushing yourself further. And every time that I do this, something magical happens. And so when I received my book, it was like I hit this point, I came across information, and I got a massive download, like an epic God touched me on the forehead, and this massive light of information and awareness and remembrance all came into my conscious awareness all at once. In this split second, I received this full download of a whole book that I was to write, and then I did over a 7-year period. And it changed. Obviously, I wrote a book about it. It changed me completely in that moment. It changed the way that I perceived things. It changed the way that I understood what I was connecting to, what I was connected to as consciousness. It just blew my awareness wide open and made me question everything. It made me question what we are, what we're truly capable of, what this whole game is all about. And I did it recently and had this profound experience that I won't share in detail because it's going to be part of something that I'm creating in the future. I already have it all planned out. But I will share that it was this profound experience that structurally built something within the field that I can continue to engage with over and over again on a daily basis. And this was something that shifted me so much that I was in full days of bliss, like samadhi bliss, where I could hardly move my body because I felt so weighted and yet so full of love and peace and true bliss. And then it just kept sort of landing. It's like it has to go from all these different layers of frequency, all these different layers of our awareness. And after a week, I started feeling it hitting my body. And I could feel my nervous system shifting. I could feel my nervous system being a bit on edge, holding this expansion. And then it came into the deeper integration, which is where I'm at now. And this was an experience I had. The initial experience was like 3 weeks ago, and I'm still experiencing it. I'm still integrating it. I'm still going through the phases of this one experience I had in meditation by using this practice, by doing this meditation that I'm sharing with you. And so now I'm in the phase of integration where I feel the heavy weightedness. I feel the sadness, the darkness, the shadow that is in contrast to what the experience was. And this is just the integration phase where you have to let go of what is no longer in resonance with what you've experienced, right? You've brought in all of this higher frequency, and now you have to allow your body to shift into that frequency fully, which means releasing what is not in resonance with that, which means releasing anything that is of lower density to that. And so you're in the drudgery, you are just feeling yourself in the muck. And you really have to love all of these phases, right? Because you have this initial, beautiful, profound, expansive experience that is just awe-inspiring and prolific. And then you feel yourself shifting in all of these ways. You're shifting on a consciousness level. You're shifting in your body. You're shifting energetically. You're going through all of these different steps into the depths of it. And you are letting go of what no longer fits because you have stretched and you've grown. And so now you are releasing. Now you are integrating so deeply that you are letting go of what cannot be there anymore so that you can embody this new resonance, this new experience. Every part of it is just so beautiful. We really have to honor every part of it, even though the integration phase feels like shit, feels like you are really in the muck of it and you feel all these old emotions. You're sure you had already moved through them, but you're in it again. This happens over and over again through consciousness expansion, and it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and you are fine-tuning. You are, with precision, fine-tuning your own energetic frequency and what is not in resonance with it has to be released. And this is what we quote unquote feel. Is just energy, and we have been trained to perceive it as these deep emotions, and your brain wants to associate those emotions with the past. And so you're thinking of all of these things like, oh, what's wrong with me? Or, oh, I'm in this again. It means I'm this person. And, all these old thoughts of who you used to be and what you used to do and how that makes you a bad person or whatever, right? You're in this blah, right? Whatever the thoughts are that are associated with it, whatever you're associating with the feelings, you're making a story about it, right? But really all it is just energy moving. And if you can just honor that and know that you're releasing the gunk so that you can anchor the profound experience that you had to grow into something new, to step into yourself at a deeper level, oh man, every part of it is divine. Every part of it is this incredible stage that we really have to just be so grateful of. Because once the gunk is over and you've released it, there's no going back to that. You've released another layer of that dense harshness, that old sense of identity, that old experience, so that you can step deeper into the new experience that you are having, that you had, that you are now anchoring and integrating. And what I love about it is that this is something that has just happened. This is just something that you have experienced as consciousness, that it has now become part of your body. Let's just take that in for a moment, that you can go into the quantum field, you can have this profound experience, and it becomes part of your body. When I bring myself to, like I was saying, I can go into the field and re-experience this thing on a daily basis and just keep re-experiencing it. And my body has now conditioned itself to that experience. And so now every time I think about it, my body shifts. My body becomes alive. My body is re-experiencing it. It has programmed itself to respond in a specific way that is releasing chemistry, that is, shifting and changing my energy, that is opening my heart, whatever physical response it is, my body is responding to that experience because it doesn't know the difference between something that happened in meditation and quote unquote real life, external life. It has now conditioned itself to know that experience on a cellular level. That is why I love this practice so much. This is divine creation. This is divine manifestation. In one experience, I wrote a book. In another experience, I've cellularly changed my body and literally shifted my consciousness into something completely new that I will share in the future. But can you see how powerful that is? Does that inspire you to try it? I hope so. I really, really hope so. I live for this. I live for this. Sharing this kind of stuff, inspiring others to just go have fun in the quantum field, to go meditate and have friggin' fun and have it change you on every level imaginable. Come on, that's the best. It's the friggin' best. So, have fun and use this, if you haven't already, as a new experience for meditation. Find a long track that will put you into a deep state. Let yourself take in the blackness. Put an eye mask on. Allow yourself to not be disturbed. Let yourself soak in the blackness and pull your awareness out of your body into the blackness, into the quantum field. Start to fine-tune your perception to know yourself as consciousness, free of form, and let yourself expand. Let yourself expand and expand and expand and expand and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going and literally do it for as long as you can until something happens. And I promise you something will happen if you can keep your focus and can keep expanding. Something will come into your awareness because you will come across quantum information that your consciousness will experience. And it will be different for everyone. And it will be exactly what you need. So please go try it. It will be so much fun, I promise. Yeah. That's all I wanted to share. I hope you go try it. If you do, please leave me a message and tell me all about it because I really want to know. I really would love to hear your experience. And if you get distracted, that's okay. Go back and just keep expanding. Pull your awareness back and keep expanding again. If you feel like you can't do it, just keep trying. Just keep trying until something happens. You just got to have commitment. We just have to have concentration. We just have to have devotion to knowing that something will happen, to have trust that the experience will unfold. I'm wishing you the most profound, sensational experiences. Something that will change you in the most blissful, beautiful, awe-inspiring ways. That true divine experience. Thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. Go have fun. Go play. And I'll see you in the next episode. Hello, lovely listeners. Thank you so much for giving your time and energy to this episode of A Little Corner of Consciousness. Now that you have received this transmission, give yourself time to ground it in. Allow it to land in your body and to move through your body. Let the energy move through your centers to your root and down into the earth. Bring it all the way down into the center of the earth and let the transmission become grounded, rooted, and embodied. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share. Please leave a review. Please download, follow the show. Help me to reach more individuals. And if you'd like to learn more about my work, visit stephanieablett.com. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time.